Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Anthony. Welcome to the video. Today we're going to be talking about a massive update that Instagram is making to the Explore page. Is this good? Is this bad? If you don't know who I am or you're new to the channel, once again, my name is Anthony. I make videos like this to help you guys take your Instagram pages from zero to hero. So make sure you subscribe for the most up-to-date content if you're trying to grow your Instagram. With that said, let's go. So Instagram once again wants to make some changes to the Explore page, and honestly these look like pretty positive changes. Now, it's nothing that's probably going to affect the ranking of your posts, at least that's something we'll have to test, but for the most part everything is basically staying the same. If you guys know, way back when, before Instagram, basically the original Instagram, the Explore page was one single page that was the same for everybody. So everybody's Explore page looked the same, and it was all just the most popular, most trending content, and the biggest pages basically ruled the Explore page and got all the followers because they could consistently rank with their trending content. Then what Instagram did is they switched this into more relevant content, the same time when they switched from a chronological feed going to a more relevant and relevancy feed. Now, because of that, it's made it a lot easier for underdogs to go ahead and put these big pages out of business. So if somebody was consistently liking meme pictures and you run a meme page, it is very likely that you will go ahead and get onto the Explore page. On top of that, because everything is much more relevant now, instead of going ahead and reaching a massive audience and not retaining as many followers because you're not hitting your target audience, instead you hit less people but actually gain more followers because content is getting put in front of the right people. And now they're updating it even further to make content even more relevant. So let's take a look. So here we go, guys. Here is Instagram's Explore section is getting a makeover. If you want to know where this article is coming from, it is coming from TechCrunch. So this was actually in the beginning of May, but it's been effective for about the past week or so. So they announced this the beginning of May, and now it's basically come into effect for early June, late May. So basically, if you read here, Instagram is getting a revamped Explore section to improve discovery, the company announced this morning during the keynote address, okay? So before, you know how your Explore page looked. Now this is what your Explore page is going to look like, okay? See these buttons up here? These are all buttons that you can click. So if you're into animals, you can go here, you can click animals. If you're into photography, you go here, you hit your photography, architecture, decor. There's going to be luxury, there's going to be travel. Who knows how many, I'm sure they'll make a category for everything. So it looks like, here, your Explore page is going to be the same, except now you can pick. So if you just want to see memes, you can just see memes. If you just want to see landscape or animals, you can pick to see just that, which I think is amazing because this is going to just up the amount of time that people spend on the platform, because when you can just have all the content that you want to view at your fingertips, you're just going to spend more time in that section. Plus, I think it's going to help people to spend more time on the platform because you might get bored of a section and then go to another section. Okay, on top of that, before it was all just kind of mixed in. Since it's now organized, people can, your content will be able to stand out. Okay, so you might have a really nice travel picture, but since it was posted next to like some really viral meme, people might have clicked the meme instead of your travel. But now under travel, all you have to do is compete with other travel posts. So you're probably going to get more clicks off targeted people that were in this section. Now, if you also look here, you have related hashtags right on the Explore page. So, I mean, hashtags, they're not really the gold mine that they used to be. You know what I mean? There's not really much traffic, but it looks like Instagram is still trying to make attempts to get more people basically utilizing hashtags and using hashtags to find very specific content that they want, which is great. You know what I mean? The more ways that we can go ahead and get traffic through Instagram, the better. And it looks like that's what they're doing here. So it says right here, as you're browsing the page and land on one of the buttons, for example, animals, you'll see a set of related hashtags underneath. And, it gives an example of hashtags. So that's pretty cool because now you could think about this. Also, while you're growing your page, you could go to the content that you're trying to grow in, and Instagram's going to give you a list of the best hashtags, right? These are probably the top hashtags within that niche. Maybe you should try to rank for those, right? Maybe you should see just how much traffic is actually pulling out of there. Now, on top of that, content finding is so easy. Hey, guess what? You're growing in the dog niche. You go to your Explore page, you hit dog, you have content right in front of your face. It has now never been easier to go ahead and find viral content. Instagram literally just took a whole workload off your shoulders, basically providing you viral content right in front of your face whenever you decide to go ahead and look for it. Now, so what do I see happening with this? Do I see this as a thing where it's going to go ahead and we're going to get millions of impressions? No, absolutely not. Actually, I think this is going to get us less impressions. I think this is going to have less people viewing our content, but I think we're going to get more followers out of it. So the reason why I say we're going to have less people viewing our content is because, you know, if someone clicked a travel picture once, but they're not really into travel, they just kind of engaged on a picture like that once, you know, they're not going to really get that content so much because they're going to be under the button that they press to see that content they want. So you're not going to have that irrelevant person, right? So a post that typically does 1 million impressions, maybe now it's going to do 6, 7, 800,000, but the people who see your post are so much more targeted, right? So now you're going to get more followers. Listen, it's not really about how many impressions you get. Okay, impressions are great. Yes, you want to reach the most massive audience you can, but think about this. What's better? Getting a million impressions that's in front of a ton of random people that you don't know who they are, or getting 100,000 impressions in front of your target audience, in front of people who like your content, people who have engaged on similar content before. Let me tell you something. You will gain a shit ton more followers getting 100,000 impressions in front of your target audience than you ever will by getting 1 million impressions in front of just a ton of randoms. Okay, so all this stuff, it's all attempts to, it literally helps you. Okay, you don't get so caught up in the impressions. Just get caught up in delivering content for your target audience. Okay, that's why before Instagram made these changes of relevancy, the explore page was the same and you wouldn't really gain a crazy amount of followers. You just get a crazy amount of impressions. Impression to follower ratio, it didn't really match up. And the reason why is because there's so many more random. See, the more relevant and the more niche that Instagram will get with the content, the less views, the less impressions you will get, but the more followers you will get because you're in front of a targeted audience. I hope you guys understand that. I know I'm kind of repeating that a little bit, but it's just try to open your mind to seeing that just because you might get a little bit less reach doesn't mean you're going to get less followers. It actually means you're going to get more followers because you're in front of people who want to see your content. Now, Instagram also came out with another update, which was Instagram tutorials. So if you actually go to your profile and go to the settings, you can find these Instagram tutorials. I think they have stuff like content and a few other different categories. Now, these tutorials don't really teach you how to grow. They simply teach you how to better use the platform. So it's nothing game changing, but it is pretty cool. It's definitely something to look at. Make sure you know the platform inside and out. And I definitely do think that it's cool that they have these tutorials to teach you if you're completely new to the platform. I think it's going to retain a lot of more users who jump on the platform because they'll be fluent in how to use it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure if you're trying to grow your Instagram, you go ahead and smash that subscribe button because this is the best channel for growing, monetizing, and anything and everything else in between. If you guys are looking to take your Instagram a lot more serious and turn it into a full-time business, I'll leave a free training that I put together for you in the description. In this training, I go over the 3 lies that big gurus love to tell and how when I stopped doing these lies, I started getting 10,000 followers per month per account. So once again, if you're really trying to take it serious, I will leave that link in the description. Now, this video was supposed to be uploaded on Wednesday, but I ran into some issues yesterday, so it is coming out a day late. But nonetheless, here is the winner of the free consulting call giveaway. I give away consulting calls every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So go ahead and email me at support@viralvenom.com. We will book you in. If you want to go ahead and enter to win Friday's giveaway, all you have to do is go ahead and leave a comment on this video and on my recent videos, and I announce random winners every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. With all that said, guys, hope this was super valuable for you guys. Hope you guys learned something new, and let's start using this update to our favor. Keep grinding, keep hustling, and I'll see you all on the next video.